So welcome to episode 42 of Theater School Rejects, the podcast, which is shortly after our episode 41. We went and grabbed, some food, and we're doing it again.
I feel honored. Is this the first time you've had back-to-back podcasts in the same day?
Oh no, well, depends. Me and Richard used to do an episode of Theater School Rejects, and then we do an episode of his Older and Wiser podcast. But he's kind of stopped doing the Older and Wiser podcast. So, no, I do multiple episodes. Like, hey, if I can get a guest host, man, we can hang out for an hour and jam out 3 of these.
Although I guess Richard does his words of wisdom on Twitter.
That's his new thing. So yeah, you can find me dougxcomedy.com, and you can find Mario at
Mario.Hirose on both Instagram and Twitter.
High Rose, not like Low Rose, High Rose.
Oh, it's actually Hirose, but it's just easier for
No, I know.
to spell.
But you're gonna have people looking for HIGHROSE, looking for a rose that smoked too much pot. Anyway, that's me riffing, which is why I have an established set.
Richard and Richard too. Like I'm actually going to troll you in the roast battle about your words of wisdom. So if you're listening to this, I'm going to
Be prepared, man.
Be prepped.
Yeah. Well, I've been telling him to make a book out of it because he's got like 150 now, and I said collect them as you go along because it's gonna be a pain in the ass to try and collect all 360 by the time you finish a year's worth. And he's like, you told me that. It was really good advice. You told me that 6 months ago, but I haven't. And I'm like, yeah, I know how it goes.
It's actually really easy though. If you go to, you can log in on Twitter Analytics. And it's a lot easier to see all your tweets that way. So, yeah. Again, Richard, if you're listening to this,
or search the hashtag, because you can search a hashtag in your own timeline.
Oh.
Because there's a thing on Twitter that has daily poetry prompts. Pound Dimpleverse and then pound Madverse. And I used to do those. And then when I'd have about 40 or 50 short poems, I would go and I didn't know you could search a hashtag, on Twitter. I would just kind of scroll through my profile and pull all the poems, and it'd only be 2-3 months worth, but I'd post it onto Microsoft Word and then eventually submit it as a Kindle ebook.
I'm the worst person on Twitter. I think I know 5 people. And the other, I don't know, I think I know 5% of my followers personally. And then I think the other 95% are just comics that are trying to boost their Twitter followers.
Right. Well, I try and like and share stuff when you post it. And I know you like and share some of my stuff, especially about the YouTube videos and stuff.
But I personally actually go to your Twitter profile just because there's a handful of people that I just want to catch up on.
Yeah.
But I don't personally actually scroll through my Twitter feed because of the fact that I barely know anyone that I'm actually following.
Oh, well, mine's all fucking politics, man. It's all fucking I hate Trump more. And I'm all about that. And I fucking follow those people and I repost it. And I'm just all I see is fucking this horrible thing happened, this horrible thing happened, this horrible thing happened. And I see, and Mario has got a show on fucking September 25th. That's my timeline.
I feel like that should be a goal for you to be banned by Donald Trump.
I've never followed him. Lots of people have, and I probably would fucking say shit and get banned, get blocked by him, but I'd have to read his fucking tweets to react to them, and I don't want to fucking read that garbage. My blood pressure's high enough.
It could be, it's a good talking point, I'm sure. Granted, this is a president who's probably blocked more Twitter followers than anyone. But at the same time, just go say that the President of the United States banned you on Twitter.
It's a point. Strong point. Well, how about you? How come you haven't gotten blocked by Donald Trump?
I actually don't follow him. I know it's a joke that I say in one of my bits, but I just had no interest.
But the same thing. You could get blocked by him, and that would also be that'd be a part of your CV.
And it's really sad too. Self-admitting this because if you look at my descriptive on Twitter, it says future Trump Twitter ban. So I guess I should be acting on it.
Yeah, man. Think of some good fucking Trump burns and then go on there and get active. Be like, fuck you, you orange piece of shit. or be more elegant. I don't know. Be more like, I'm trying to think what would fit in with.
I mean, one of my big kryptonites for comedy is like it's really hard for me to write current event jokes.
But you could be like, I'm a stand-up comic who only looks like Kim Jong-il, but I can still out-negotiate you.
I really wish I could write more current event jokes. I try so hard sometimes when I look at certain things that happen in my daily lives. And, I just get nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I did stuff about, like, current events with Donald Trump before he got elected, but once he got elected, it was like a room killer. The moment you said Donald Trump, the room just fucking froze up on you. Like, I had a lot of good stuff, like, at the Claremont, I was a Flappers open mic before the election. This is way back. Like, I was like, how the fuck do you lose $3 billion in whatever it is in Atlantic City and not get whacked?
That's good.
You fucking welched a $100 poker bet. You fucking wind up in the fucking river in Atlantic City. How the fuck do you screw Atlantic City out of fucking millions of dollars and you don't end up dead? So I was like saying Donald Trump had to be connected.
No, it's a weird thing because it's like you would think this would be the golden age of being able to make fun of politics, but there's so much vitriol and just hatred about the current political climate that it's like it seems like everyone's almost afraid to do something.
I don't think. I guess it wasn't like that. Well, like I don't think it's fear. It's just that it's so bleak. Like it's like not funny. It's fucking horrible, and like people, or maybe because it's so done on late night everywhere. Maybe it's like because I mean like Michelle Wolf can do it, but when you go to an open mic, it's just the last thing people want to hear.
Right.
I mean, you can break through it, but fucking well, all I'm saying is my experience was like when he was a candidate, it was everyone was fucking just ragging and joking around, but somehow the moment he got elected, it stopped being funny. It just became like a third rail.
Oh, it's a good point. Like, I mean, like the NFL, it's like everyone watches to just be entertained and watch football. They didn't want to watch players kneeling. And I mean, I get the entire reason why it's all happening, but it's like you're there because you want to escape from everything. And then now it's like the entertainment that you're going to go seek is like bringing that back. So.
Well, but like the issue is dying down, but every time it died down, Donald Trump fucking tweeted about it and brought it back because like that was fucking red meat for his base. Like, oh look, you guys are pissed off or something because you don't have jobs. Hey, look, those fucking players are kneeling again. Just because cops are killing fucking people who are innocent for being the wrong skin color, there's no reason to go kneeling about it.
I feel like there almost needs to be an amendment, like the President of the United States should not be on Twitter.
Well, I mean, like, it's not even that he's on Twitter. He's fucking just reckless and fucking insane on Twitter. Calling the press the enemy of the people. Who fucking does that? Nobody. We've never had a president say that. Because it's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, we got really fucking political. So, where are we at? Oh yeah, so we're just talking about like the current events are hard. I want to like talk about some like I want to like make mine like edutainment. Like I want to talk about copyright law. Well, I mean like, because I don't know if you know this, but like Disney changed copyright law internationally in America to benefit Disney.
How so?
Because the original copyright law was like till the death of the creator. Then it was like for 25 years after the death of the creator. But when it was like 3 years away from that deadline coming, Disney went and expanded to 50 years past the death of the creator because they were going to lose Mickey Mouse, man. Mickey Mouse is going to become, part of the common, intellectual common property. And then they went and changed again to 75 years past the death of the And I'm like, we have lost so much access to so many like characters and intellectual property because Disney, I'd rather Disney just change the law and be like, for every creator except Disney, after 25 years, it goes and becomes common property.
Well, I mean, there almost seems to be a common sense about that. I mean, Disney's still a functional company.
Because they haven't lost their copyrights. They were supposed to lose their copyrights 25 years ago. I mean, that's the thing. You can check out Wikipedia. I didn't know it at first, but Disney has been, and not just for American copyright law, but for worldwide copyright protection, Disney has time and time again expanded it beyond what it was, and because they know fucking they're gonna lose a shit ton of money. And if that hadn't happened, they wouldn't have the fucking money to buy Marvel and DC, Marvel and Star Wars. In fact, Star Wars, well, it's not Star Wars, but Marvel, a lot of Marvel would be fucking common property by now if it wasn't for fucking Disney.
The most fascinating thing I actually learned from Wikipedia the other day was that Caesar salads were actually invented in Mexico. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So, like, I jokingly say it's like it should be a Caesar salad.
That's good. That's good. Caesar.
Yeah, look it up. It's like some region in Mexico invented the Caesar salad. I'm like, what the?
So why is it called Caesar salad? Did it say?
I didn't read that far. I just looked at the origin of where it was created. But
well, this is kind of a Rebel podcast, but you've learned some things. Disney is evil, Donald Trump is evil, and Caesar salad is from Mexico.
it's a callback to our dinner.
Have a good one. You can find me, DougXComedy.com. You can find him, Mario Hyros, on Instagram and Twitter.